For this video, I wanted to talk about exposing people publicly. I mean, if the person you're calling out is a bad person and you want others to know, calling a person out publicly could definitely show people that the person they support shouldn't be worth supporting anymore. Then that's fine, since bad people should be known for what they did, which would lead them to get hate, but that hate could also not be valid, since the person who called them out could have done it for attention and the person who was called out could be innocent. Calling out someone when it would be better handled privately wouldn't be good in every instance, since things could be blown out of proportion and the situation could be made bigger than it actually originally was. Another thing about calling out publicly, it leads people to spread misinformation online about the situation, and some people making videos saying wrong things for the views. Calling out people publicly leads to the person who did the calling out to get support, which is great, but if the person who did the exposing is lying, then their lies would eventually be found out, which wouldn't be good on the exposer, which would turn the tables, leading the exposer to get the hate because the truth is revealed because they tried to ruin someone's life. You could expose someone, but if you're lying, it could show your true colors as to why you exposed someone, since you probably omitted out some information or fabricated a lie in the exposing to fit your narrative so you can be seen as a victim and the other as a villain. Imagine exposing someone but you're lying. There are people who don't care enough to research, and so they go use this as a chance to go on canceling the person exposed who's innocent and cannot say they're innocent, since no one would believe them at first and it affects the person exposed. Plus, even after that person is cleared of their wrongdoings, which were fake and fabricated, there are still people who'll hate on them for that for no reason, simply because of the exposer's attention-seeking exposing. Also, this exposing could lead to unnecessary hating of someone because of people originally not liking the person, and this exposing gives them an opportunity to hate on the person publicly, being like, I knew he, she, they were bad, and finally their true colors are shown, but the person being innocent then completely changes everything because the person wasn't right at all with their hating. The exposing could also lead to loss of careers, because we've seen in K-pop, for example, where group members have gotten exposed and removed from their group due to allegations and things that we don't know yet if they're true or false. Also, another thing about calling out someone which would be better handled privately, it could lead to a situation like YouTuber Illuminati, aka Blair, who called out I think Legal Eagle for stealing her editing or something, which backfired on Blair because that editing style is basic and not really Blair's own editing style.
Illuminati just got completely exposed. Now, Illuminati is a fairly popular commentary channel with like 1.7 million subscribers. And recently, they would make this tweet calling out Legal Eagle, accusing him of plagiarizing her. However, Legal Eagle would respond by saying these effects that he apparently stole were effects that he's used for years. And even so, these are very common effects that many people on YouTube have used for years. Well, instead of like apologizing or admitting her mistakes, she would delete this tweet, and that's because other people would end up calling her out for actually committing plagiarism.
Exposing someone publicly is something that I don't like unless it's for exposing someone's shady, creepy, terrible, bully-like, abusive or any bad behavior, or even if you're calling them out for something they've said online, like their hypocrisy, then expose away. But other than that, I don't think everything and everyone should be exposed publicly, since lots of things can be handled offline and in private and without everyone and their mom reading about it. Sometimes it would work out in your favor, sometimes it won't. If it can be handled privately, then why make a big show about it? Handling things privately shows more maturity than exposing someone, which could also expose your childish behavior when exposing someone. Exposing someone isn't always good because it can lead to assumptions, misinformation being spread, be it for views, follows and likes on any social media, or unnecessarily adding more fuel to the fire, unnecessary hate if the exposed is innocent, loss of careers, harmful effects on the person exposed. Lots of things. Nothing good comes out of an exposing unless you're truly trying to do good and not cry on the internet for attention.